I ranged our library, and my great-grandmother's book took my attention. I started reading it for a numerous time and decided this time to try one recipe for a mixture with strange effects. I had to decode it, and then I prepared all needed ingredients: some rare herbs, some mushrooms, flowers, and some minerals. I mixed them and prepared everything carefully, because it was said that even the smallest mistake could lead to weird side effects and unwanted results. After everything was ready and the mixture was cooled, we sat to try it together. We took firstly a small sip, and a wave of an immense energy passed through our bodies, making us to jump from our places. Then we both took a long sip, and the light became different, and she was next to me but a bit transformed. She was a panther, but her eyes were the same. Only the internal flame was even more bright than usual. "Had you ever had a plan B, little witch?" the panther said with her most ironic voice. We looked around us. The whole surroundings was blossoming, and it looked magical. It looked as Aetherrealm. Once the one and unique Marvella Fizzledust made me moving here with her goblin lollipops and the strange honey. We started walking through the blossoming forest, searching for the hidden gate between our worlds. We walked a lot, and suddenly my girlfriend disappeared. I found a clearance and made a campfire to make it easy for her to find me. I didn't run after her, because she's more stubborn than me, and if she hadn't said anything, it's meaningless to ask her anything. Soon she appeared with a lot of meat that I had to clean, and to hang above the fire to cook it. The fire and the aroma of cooked meat attracted the indigenous goblins. Firstly, they tried to argue and to menace us, but my panther was fast, still starving, and enough strong to demand respect. I could hardly stop her to hurt someone, and after everyone calmed, we shared the meat with the goblins. They were cute ones after their stomachs became full, and they told us that there's a spring not so far, which waters could help us returning to our world. After an hour or two of sharing stories, we walked to the spring. The water there was divine, and with some sweet aroma. The goblins played in the pool. I relaxed there. But she started to murmur something about body forms, water, and I understood that she really wanted her original appearance. We made a step aside and we drank from the source. The taste was very pleasant, and I felt how the water entered in my stomach. And something happened inside my body when this water entered in reaction with the remaining effects from my mixture. Maybe after all I did a mistake in some of the proportions or measurements. I felt on the panther, and after we drank from the source that the goblins of Aetherrealm showed us, we were transmitted not in our world, or maybe in our world, but in another time. We found ourselves in strange suits and with weapons in our hands. We explored the surroundings and walked on the snowy street of a destroyed futuristic city. We heard gunshots, and we saw a group of androids aiming at us. We looked each other in the eyes with the firm decision to not surrender. We destroyed some of our enemies and inspected one of them for understanding their weak spots. Then we took position again. From our side came some robots fighting against the androids, and we had to run, not to stay between the two fighting sides. There was a huge explosion, and we ran to the nearest building. Entering inside, we made the building to become a target, and we had to go deeper to avoid the explosions. We found a command center with working screens, and we saw on the keyboard a flashing button. We pressed it, and behind us appeared a lightning portal. Without thinking for a long time, we ran to it, and the Stargate, or whatever it was, teleported us to some cold place. We found us dressed like some barbarians in leather and fur, with ancient weapons in hands. We decided to move in the nearest forest. The deeper we moved, the deeper was the snow. She made us hide inside some bushes, and suddenly she shooted with her bow. We heard a wolf's howl and decided to move fast to our prey before the beasts found it. We prepared the meat, and while we cooked it on the campfire, the wolves came. They inspected us and stayed to wait. After the meat was ready, we shared our dinner with them. They stayed with us while we fell asleep. and the night wasn't so cold with their bodies around us. At the morning, they insisted that we follow them, and after some walking deeper in the forest, they stopped aside some strange mushrooms and with heads showed us to eat from them. The taste was somehow familiar, and not long after that, the world started to change. We heard the colors and tasted the sounds. Then we fell in a colorful void, fully weightless, and then we both lost track of time after eating the mushrooms from the Wolvesland realm. We just woke up in some strange extraterrestrial airport. It took some time to realize where we are, actually. We slowly moved to the closer pub to try to understand the new place. In the pub, we heard about the last Edem's rumors and that the famous elf Rachel moved to Eden to help Rain, but the tracker system lost the ship. We learned also that the pigs bought all ships and other ones with fleet. We moved to the library, and soon she found an unsuspended law, still in power, from the old galactic empire. That law gives to every single being in the galaxy the unconditional right to eat his traditional meals and to sell them. It was easy to write a lot of receipts for meals with porky meat and to prove that this is our traditional meal. With these documents, we returned to the pub and gave to read the documents to the first pig with high military rank. After that, we were moved up to the bureaucratic stairway of the Pig Ambassador's administration. Finally, their ruler's representative felt himself forced to fulfill all our demands. He signed a document for yearly free rent of one of the most advanced spatial warship with enhanced armor, stealth shield, and the most powerful weapons. This ship should stay in low orbit around Eden in fully covered stealth regime, waiting for an Elfic help signal or for the universal signal used from all travelers in the galaxy. In exchange, we had to quit this time-space realm, using the recently discovered intradimensional time, space teleport, and never return in the same space-time universe where the pigs made their civilization. We went to the main fleet commander with the signed order, and things went easy. We controlled the spaceship launching, and then, in the laboratory, we checked the teleport's data and laid below the device. There was a blue light, and we lost consciousness. We woke up in the same night when we tried my mixture just a few hours later. Was it a dream? Or we really lived these adventures? Did we could help the evacuation from Eden? Who knows?